Hello everyone. On this video we're going to see how to create the little game that we watched on the previous one. Okay, that is a game that generates a random number and we have to guess it. So let's see what we are going to need to create this new game. Okay, in this case we are going to need a loop. Okay, if you remember on the previous video there was something that was repeated once and over again until we guessed the correct number. Okay, if we want to repeat something we need a loop. In this case we're going to use a while loop. Okay, the while loop repeats something. Okay, it repeats some code while some condition is true. So what do we have to do in our program? We are going to request a number, we're going to generate a random number, and we are going to keep asking a new number while the user's number and the random number are different. Okay, and once they are the same, we will stop doing that and we will display a message telling the user that he or she guessed that number, right? So let's go with PyScripter. So the first thing that we are going to do is to import random, as we are going to use random numbers, and we are going to create a variable name user where we are going to store the number that we request. Okay, so write a number between 1 and 100. We are going to check whether that number is correct or not. So if num user is smaller than 1 or num user is bigger than 100, okay, we are going to print number, whichever it is incorrect or something like that. Okay, so num user is incorrect. But if the number is correct, else we're going to generate a new random number, for example inside variable numRand. Okay, so how do we generate a random number between 1 and 100? Okay, this way. This way we generate a new random number between 1 and 100 and we store inside this variable. Okay, while this number and this number are different, that is, while num user and the random number numRand are different, right? We compare them this way. While they are different, if the random number is bigger than the user's number, we are going to generate a message that is try with something bigger. Okay, try with a number bigger than the number that the user wrote. That's it. And else, okay, if it is not bigger, it will be smaller. They cannot be equal. Why? Because we are inside the while. Okay, and in order to be inside the while, they must be different, right? So if it is not bigger, it cannot be equal. Okay, because we are inside the while, it will be smaller. So the message will be almost the same, just changing this bigger with a smaller. Okay, try with a smaller number. And here, instead of printing the message, okay, we are going to do this. We are going to substitute this and we are going to directly request a new number using this message. Okay, so we can use num user equal to int row input. Okay, we request a new integer number, okay, using the message contained inside this variable. Okay, instead of writing here a text, we can use a variable that contains the text that we want to use, right? So num user is this. We are going to repeat this while the numbers are different, okay? And once they are the same, we're just going to display a message telling the user that that was the correct number, okay? So we exit the while, we go back with our indentation, okay? We are not inside the while now, and we are going to print you guessed it, the number was, and here the correct number will appear, okay? Here I can use both num user or num run, okay, because I have exited the while. That means that both are the same, so I can use any of the two variables, right? Let's try this. If I try it with a wrong number like 0 or 101, they are incorrect. And what if I say 50? Okay, try with a number bigger than 50. Okay, 75, smaller than 75. Okay, let's try 63, smaller than 63. What about 55? Yeah, you guessed it, the number was 55. Okay, so this way we have created a little game. Okay, we can make an improvement, okay, because if the first number is correct, but now I say 150, okay, it should tell me that the numbers cannot be bigger than 100 or smaller than 1, okay. So here I can say that I can add a new comparison, okay, if the user number is smaller than 1 or bigger than 100, I can tell the user again, please write a number between 1 and 100. Okay, and if this happens, then I don't want this to happen, so this will be an elif. Okay, so if the number is incorrect, I will tell the user please write the correct number. Else, if the random number is bigger, I tell try with a bigger number, and else try with a smaller number. Okay, so now 50, bigger than 50, 150. Please write a number between 1 and 100. Oh, that's true. 75, bigger than 75. 80, smaller than 80. 77, you guessed it, the number was 77. Okay, so that's it.